So we're going to do an introduction to Quizlet today. Here's the Quizlet.com. I went out to their website and I'm going to hit login. I'm going to log in with the account that I've already created. Username and password there. And log in. Hit enter to log in there. Let's take a look at what this does. So I've already set it up, and I want to just kind of take you through it real quick to see the outcome of what you're going to produce here. So you're going to set up a class, and you have classes. So I've already set one up called 5th grade band. We'll take a look at that. And in the class, I've made a set of questions. So they're called set, or set of terms and definitions here, called dynamics. So let's take a look here. I'm going to edit the dynamics set real quick to see what it looks like when you set it up. So you put in a title. It could be any curriculum that you're doing, math, vocabulary, whatever you want to do, vocabulary assignment. In this case, I chose dynamics, some musical terms, and I'm going to put the terms in here on this row and the definitions of what they mean here. I'm also going to choose English here and make sure that English is the language for the terms and the definitions. And I could also add some graphics here for each one. So if I click on that, I could add a graphic. All of the graphics are already in the library. If you want to upload your own graphics, you actually have to pay. And so it doesn't come with the free version. But most of the time, I was lucky here and got something that somebody else that pays is already put in there. So that was nice. And then I hit done here once I'm finished with setting up all my terms and all my definitions here and getting kind of a test type of situation going on where I can quiz myself. Then I'll just hit done. So the way this works is once you finish getting your test questions or your terms and definitions done, you can go through and actually use this to study. So there's flashcards, there's a learn, there's a speller, there's a test that you can take, and there's a couple of games that you can play over here called Scatter and Space Race. So let's take a look at flashcard real quick, and all this does is kind of give me a flashcard of a term like pianissimo, and then I can say that means very soft. So I can flip it over and check my answer and also get the graphic, which is pretty cool. And I can flip it back. You can also just
pianissimo.
Click the speaker and it actually speaks it for me. It's nice. And that's what flashcards does. And I can toggle through them all, or I can go back and see the other ones as well. What's forte mean? Let's see, it's loud. So I just flip it over and there we go. Learn is the next kind of tool. So you get the graphic and you get the definition, and then you have to put in the term. So I'll just put the term in, hit answer, and if I got it correct. And if I don't get it correct, it actually will grade anytime I don't get it correct, and so I can see how many times I've got this doing this because I was playing with it before. You can see how many times I've actually done it incorrect or correct. So if I type in that this is piano, that's incorrect, and I hit answer, I see that I'm incorrect. And a piano actually is soft. So it's a good way to study and make sure that you're correct on your terms, even if you answer them wrong. The next one is speller.
Mezzo forte.
Speller actually says the word, mezzo forte in this case, and then you have to spell it out. So
pianissimo.
And it keeps going. So you can just practice spelling them out and making sure that you're correct. The test is a very good tool because you can choose which types of questions you want to ask, like multiple choice or true false or matching or just written tests. You can also start with either the term, you can say the term, or the definition, or both. So, and then I can create a new test, clicking that, And I see here that I've got, okay, some questions. So number 1 has a graphic, says moderately soft, so I have to answer it. Piano means soft. Mezzo forte is here. True, false, true. Check answers. Boom, 100%. Cool. So those are some of the study tools you can use. Some of the games here are scatter, so you can start the scatter game, and you'll see the terms are everywhere, and you just kind of have to match them up with the definitions. Just click them and drag them over, and it's timing me, so I better speed it up a little bit here. Mezzo forte, good, and mezzo piano, good. It'll keep track of the scores. It'll keep track of scores for the whole class. If you've got several members of the class, it'll keep track of who has the highest score, so it's kind of a fun way for them to play against each other, all the students. Race is the term goes across, or the definition goes across, and you have to beat it before it gets to the end. And typing in the term. I'm going to let it run out, so. So see, I missed that one, so it says very soft. I want to make sure I put it in there. There we go. So it's just a good way to play, and then it'll keep playing until you're finished. And that's an overview of what Quizlet does. So here's how we're going to set up a class. So we'll go ahead and set up a class, and then I'll show you how to set up your own definitions. So you can hit create class, give the class a name, say math. You can say whatever description you want to give it. Say it's 5th period. And then you can enter your school here and enter school. So I'm going to just type Trinity Klein because I know we're already in there. And I see Trinity Klein Lutheran School. Choose that and create class. Good. Once the class math is created, I'm going to go ahead and create a study set with my terms and definitions. So I'll hit add a set, and then I'll create a new set. There we go. Set's there, and give this set title. So maybe I'll call it subtraction. And right here for the terms, I want them in English. Even though it's just numbers now, I'm going to put in English. It's kind of cool because you could do English to Spanish or Spanish to English for translations for foreign language. But right here, I'm just going to do English, and I'm going to do 5 minus 2 the terms, and how about 1 minus 0. So definitions 1, 3. Good. I could add graphics here if I want to, like I showed you before. Doesn't look like there's any graphics there. And I don't want to pay, so I won't add any right now. None of them look good. Close that window. Got a term. What happened to the other term? I must have deleted it by accident. Minus 2. 3, and then I'll hit create. So just created that class. I could share it with other people with this link right here. It's giving me that option. So I can copy that link, or you can go back in later and you can hit share and find that link again from over there, the share button here. So now that I've got this set created, I can practice with it. Do some flashcards, so that should be 1, and I can go through, and if it's speller, I can do that, but I'm not going to do that for math problems. But here we go, written questions. So I can say multiple choice, definitions. Okay, 1, and that's a little difficult, so I probably wouldn't use multiple choice here. I might use a written or true false by unchecking some different things. Create a new test. There we go. 1 minus 0 is 1, true. 5 minus 2 is 1, false. Check answers. Got it right. Cool. Can play scatter too. And there we go. Drag those over. So you kind of get an idea about how it works once you set up. So again, you're just going to set up a class. In that class, you're going to set up a set, which is your definitions, terms and definitions. And then you can go and play the games and stuff there. Good. The deal is to add students after you've finished all this, to add students to it, or add anyone you want to share and go out and take a look at these things. So you really want to share it here once you get inside the set, is share it, and you can send somebody an email or you can send them a link and then they can join the class. So if you know the student's email in upper grades, you can send it to them and then they can get into that set and practice your terms or your vocabulary or whatever you've got going on. So that's it. So look over the email that I sent you with the sheet on there and shows you how to kind of go through the steps of setting up the class and everything and the sets on a instructional format, so you can take a look and kind of read through it, or you can watch the video again. So all right, thanks.